I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yes or no? Did you ever take banned substances to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes.
I had no prior knowledge of the planned assault on Nancy Kerrigan.
I am deeply sorry for my irresponsible and selfish behavior I engaged in.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Oops the Podcast. Giulio, Ryan Lynch.
It is a rainy spring day today.
Yep, April showers bring
Beautiful sing.
May flowers.
Okay. I knew that there was something there, but
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was.
I like that. We should change the title, change the slogan
Something to sing.
April showers bring something to sing. All right, we're here. We're back. I have just been on a big adventure. I know that Lynch is still in the midst of a big adventure, which is planning his wedding. Why, in my absence, have I missed anything? What's going on?
I went to my bachelor party.
How was it?
It was great.
We should do an unpacking of that.
It was a hoot. Couple of notes. I discovered microdosing.
Wow. Of what?
Mushroom.
Wow.
I've done. I did.
First time?
No, I've done a sprinkle here and there over the last couple of years, but that was always on a whim. And I did a full throttle mushroom out of body experience 10 years ago. But I did bring a microdose of mushrooms because we were going to go to like a DJ set on a rooftop one night. And I asked if everybody was interested and down for that. And everyone said yes. But then a lot of my friends who've never done it before were a little nervous, a little scared, a little intimidated by hallucinating and all of the stereotypes of what mushrooms, how they're depicted in TV and such. So I had a lot of friends that were very nervous, and we're taking 1 to 2. 1 to 2 doesn't make you trip balls. It just makes you feel a little euphoric. 1 to 2 gummies. 1 to 2 microdose pieces of gummy. And 1 to 2 just makes you feel a little euphoric. Sounds sound a little better. Sight sees a little weller. Smells smell a little bit smellier in a good way, and just heightens the senses, and there's a little bit of giggle. It just supplies a giggle. If you want to trip out and see your grandfather's, I don't know, first he lost his virginity when you're looking in the mirror, if you want to watch that, you take 6 or 7. So I took 2, and I had a lot of friends that were, like, maybe I'll take a bite of half of one.
And you're like, pussy.
No, I was very supportive because I just wanted them to do it. And I was like, of course. And then 3 hours later, it just cuts to everyone being a short-term drug addict. Like, give me more.
Really?
Give me more.
Dangerous game.
And we were just bopping our heads the whole time. And it was an absolute hoot. We kept screaming more loud now. We want the DJ to be louder. Like, more loud now. We want more loud right now. More loud now.
I was unaware of any of the specifics of the bachelor party. We have not really talked about this
I haven't seen
on
you.
the show much. You haven't seen me, but no, even leading up to it, Lynch has been a little secretive about his bachelor party planning. So what was it? Where'd you go? What was the plan?
We went to Tampa. I really like it there. Went with 14 of my friends, 4 from home, 9 from college, and then my brother-in-law to be.
Did they all get along nicely?
Very, very amicable.
Seamless
Seamless integration.
Any new friendships forged?
Yeah, I think my brother-in-law and my friend JP really bonded.
Love it.
They really, really bonded.
Was Clint there?
Clint was not there.
Okay.
He was not there. But yeah, bonds were real. Bonds were made. Connections. Just like any of the reality dating shows. There was a real connection made.
Did your dad go?
No.
Well, dude, I know that during my little Buddhism deep dive, I used a lot of some of these concepts for meditation and stuff that I've kind of used before using my favorite app, which is Headspace.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'll tell you, having that space in your brain to be able to just attack your life is one of the most valuable things that I've ever learned about as an adult. It sort of completely quells my anxiety and allows me to just have the space in my brain to think through the things I have to do and just not feel overwhelmed. And it's helpful in every single facet of life, not only for just your functionality, but also for your mental health and your physical health. To me, it is a thing that it's a tool that's there that we should all be using. And Headspace is amazing because it starts you out in a pretty sort of simple way and allows you to kind of grow into it more. So if I'm short on time, there's these really short sort of programs that you can get into where you can meditate in only a few minutes. And then as time goes on, you can build up to much more if you're like really feeling it. But either way, there's sort of a meditation path for everybody using Headspace. So definitely highly recommend, man.
Yeah, so feel good and mean it when you say it. For a limited time, get Headspace free for 60 days. Go to headspace.com/oops the podcast. That's HEADSPACE.com/oops the podcast to unlock all of Headspace free for 60 days. Headspace.com/oops the podcast. Yeah, everyone got along. My brother-in-law, he was the one that kind of came in, not blind. He's met some of my close friends before, but like that's a tough situation to be in, to come in completely blind. My friends from home at some point had met my friends from school, and then there's him. And he's a great dude, and everyone just had an absolute hoot. So Friday we went out to Armature Works just to grab some food at the, have you been there before? It's like a food court bar.
What street is it on?
I don't know. It's downtown Tampa. It's like a big.
So maybe not.
It's like on. It's on the bay.
But you went to St. Pete one night too, right?
Yeah. So our Airbnb was South Tampa, right by where my parents used to live when they were down there. And so we go to Armature Works, then we go to Emberd. That's the name of the rooftop bar. We had a blast, and then on Saturday morning we played softball at the baseball field right across the street from our Airbnb. Worked up a nice sweat. And then we did a little pedal bike in downtown St. Pete. A little tchotchke, like, oh, ring, ring, ring. Oh, my God. I love that shit.
You were all on it?
All on it. 14 of us. Fits 15
And
if
like
you include
drinking
the rider.
as you did it?
Chugging and drinking.
There's like a bar in the middle?
We brought all the booze and every time. And then we stopped at a couple of bars.
Is there a bartender for that?
We bring our booze, and then the bike rider, like the guy who's riding the bike while we pretend to ride the bike, was dishing out drinks. And you're allowed to.
But what about riding the bike?
We would at a red light, like we're going like 10 miles.
So you were
an hour.
administering your own drinks as well.
Yeah, we were going hard. We were going hard and horny. Platonic friendly guide time. And I got a term for you. Platonic intimacy. That was the theme of my bachelor party.
Did you think of that? Or is that
yes.
That's funny.
Platonic intimacy.
This could be a trend.
When the mushrooms kicked in, I looked into all my friends' eyes in a not gay way, and I was like, this is intimate.
You gotta, this could become a TikTok trend, dude.
Platonic intimacy is imperative to have a platonic and intimate time.
I love it.
So we did that. We did the pedal bikes. We got dinner in downtown St. Pete, and then we bopped it off to the disco club, Goodnight John Boy.
Hell yeah.
And we just danced our little butts off.
Good.
So
what night was this again? Do you remember the day?
This was
this
March
29th?
29th? That Saturday was March 29th.
And this is the night that you guys are taking mushrooms, right?
We did both nights. Why?
So this is really funny. I have this like text combo with Lynch where now I'm realizing he was like fully on mushrooms.
Oh, I remember texting you, and I was like, I was feeling intimate with you.
We had some platonic intimacy. Lynch. So I sent Lynch a picture of me and some of my get up in this new video that I'm shooting.
I remember that.
And he goes, Giulio, you look amazing. He goes, I'm at a club in Tampa and seeing that selfie, my guy, I can't wait to see what you make. Enjoy, and Giulio, everything out of it, heart. And I was like,
oh, I enjoy, and I meant Giulio as in a verb. Like Giulio, everything.
Oh, Giulio
out.
it up. Oh,
yeah,
I love that. Okay.
Like Giulio it all over the place. I wasn't drunk. I remember vividly.
No, but this sounds a little microdosey to me, which is fine. It's great.
There's love.
There's love. It's great. And then I said, ha 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 ha. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. I said, man, twice. Some platonic intimacy. Then I sent another picture of me in this outfit, and then I said, what's the club in Tampa? Like the club or a comedy club? And you're like, no, just a dance club. You're like, dude, enjoy. So I love that, Lynch. I love it. I didn't even know. Now, I was across the world at this point, so like me not being specifically up to date on what Lynch was doing, I don't think I knew it was that weekend, but I had been gone for a bit anyway, so like it's not weird that it wasn't discussed in that text, just so everybody knows. Like if it was normal circumstances, it would have like been more obvious. So
yeah.
Anyway, but dude, I'm glad.
Thank you. And I wanna hear about your trip, but I do have one thing that happened that I'd love your opinion on.
We're talking about the bachelor party. Let's air it out.
So
You're what?
I'm gonna cut this. I'm trying to think about how I want to set this up.
And then Sunday, everybody had early flights. Like, how did that work as you think about this?
Okay, so dude, Sunday was hell. So I booked a 7 p.m. flight out because I needed to save $39 that day in which I booked it. It was important to me to save $39, in which I ended up spending $200 more than I needed to if I were to just spend the extra $50 on the ticket.
Classic.
So my brother and I are Ubering out of the Airbnb first thing in the morning with our suitcase, our backpack, and our golf bags in our golf bag suitcases. And we have shitty bags. We're not investing in our golf bag suitcases.
How many people travel with their clubs?
I'd say 8.
Out of 12 or out of 14?
8 out of 14.
And then the rest rented?
Yeah. Okay. And so carrying that bag around, you can put other things in it besides just your golf bag. So I really stuffed it. I put a basketball in there. Like I put a bunch of random bullshit. And it was just really heavy. And we're Ubering around. We're sunburnt. We're tired. We're dehydrated.
What time was the checkout of the Airbnb?
Checkout was at 10. Went to bed at 4:30. And so my brother and I, we go to a diner and we walk in with our golf bags. And the guy's like, no,
They said
no.
That? They said that?
He's like, that's not coming in here. And I was like, fair.
Oh my God.
It was packed. It was small. It was a small place. I was like, fair. My brother and I hid the golf bag behind the dumpster, behind the restaurant. And I honestly didn't care if anyone stole it at that point. It's just one of those days. And I'm not hungover. I'm just exhausted. I want to go home, and I just regret it not booking an earlier flight.
You're not hungover at all?
No, I'm just really tired and dehydrated. I didn't drink a lot. The mushrooms really what was the fun. We're sitting on the curb after we're done eating, and we have 7 hours to kill. 7 hours. I'm like, do we go to the airport? No, we got to do something. Vic's going to be mad at me if I waste the day. It's a beautiful day out. People are going to be mad. Like, why would you waste the day? But like at that point, I just want to sleep. I just want to find a little corner before check-in and like a nice cushion couch where people drop their bags off and just watch the Yankees game and rot. And then I was like, my brother's like, you want to go to the zoo? And I was like, that's a good idea, but it's hot out. It's sunny out. And then I was like, boom, let's go to the aquarium. So we Ubered to the aquarium. We were able to drop our bags off and tag them at the aquarium. And we chilled out at the aquarium for a couple of hours. That helped kill time.
Sure.
And we had a hoot. And then we got to the airport, chilled out, and rotted for 5 minutes. Wrapped up at the Hard Rock Cafe. And then went our separate ways. We had separate flights. But it was a long, long journey. And I should have just spent the extra $39.
Your brother flew into Newark?
He flew into Newark. I flew into LaGuardia. And my head hit the pillow around 1:50 because of flight delays and everything. So it was brutal. But I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. My friends from home were very tight. And there was one kid that was in our friend group up until we were 8 years old. We'll just call him Billy. And he was part of our friend group. We went on play dates. Like, that was it. And then he moved to Tampa. And that was 20 years ago. Now, my one friend has stayed in touch with him over the years. I don't know him at all. Nothing wrong with him. No beef. I don't know him. He is a stranger. He is a little boy I had play dates with when I was a little boy. And my one friend who is close with him was like, hey, do you mind if Billy comes and meets up with us tonight when we go out? And I said, sure. I didn't really want him to come, but I'm not going to say no. That's so Groomzilla to be like, no, you can't invite him. There's no circumstance in which I can say no without seeming like an asshole. And so at least...
I don't agree with that.
Okay, so
but
put a pin in that. You can ream me out for that, or I would like
There's
you to.
no reaming. If you bumped into Billy on the street, would you even know it was him?
Yes.
How?
Photos that I've seen just over the years. So anyway, Billy comes. Hi, Billy. Hi, Ryan.
How you been?
A lot of that.
Well, should we role play it?
Yeah. Do you want to be?
I'll be Billy.
You'll be Billy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, Ryan, what's up, man?
Billy. What's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
Good to see you, man.
Sorry. Sorry. Yes.
Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I'm glad we're able to bump into you tonight, dude. Great to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man, on your big weekend. Wow. So how long? What's Vic? Vic's her name?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. How long you guys been going?
We've been together for what? Oh shit! They're playing the Drakes. Oh, I'll be right there. Yeah, we've been together since college. So we're getting married in May. I'm really pumped about it. Yeah, dude. But it's good to see you, dude.
Yeah,
I
great
see
to see
you're
you.
like doing like pilot stuff. Oh shit. Okay, 1 sec.
Yeah, like yeah, man, I fly planes. Let's go get a drink, me and you. Let's go let's just get a drink real quick, dude. Does anybody want anything?
Guys, I don't even think they can hear me.
Oh, okay.
Um,
well, no, we can, if you want to go, let's go in there. Let's just go in there.
yeah.
And then if I can grab, what do you want?
You don't have to get me anything.
Please. It's my little contribution, dude. Thanks for having me. Like, I have no friends and like I had nothing better to do. So this is really great.
Dude, you're so not, it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Probably just a screwdriver.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you. I'd love like a seltzer, High Noon if they have it, if they have peach. If not, I'll take anything,
Okay.
like peach or pineapple. But I'm going to just hop into
Go.
the dance
I'll
floor real
go.
quick. And yeah, thank you. I'll see you in a few.
Great to see you, bro.
Yeah, great to see you too. Scene. That would have been great. That would have been great.
Ooh.
But this guy's just like, I can't believe we haven't seen each other since we were 8 years old. Wow. Sucking my time.
So, but he was like cornering you a little?
No, it just was a weird vibe. It was just weird because there felt so much pressure to give
weird.
him my time just because we knew each other 20 years ago.
Bro, it's insane to invite your random boy to a bachelor party. That's an insane move.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that you're like going out in public, like if you don't just randomly bump into him, inviting a random guy, not cool.
Yeah, I didn't. And then he came out the next night. And I just, and then.
So 15 guys.
And then he was downstairs. He didn't come do our escapades with us.
Did he crash at the Airbnb?
I come downstairs and he's sitting in at the kitchen table because he's going to take my friends from home to the beach for the day. And I didn't want to hang out with him.
Where were you going for the day?
To the airport.
Oh, with your brother to the aquarium. Would you have gone if he wasn't involved?
No, my social battery was toast. I wanted to just hang out I wanted to rot with my brother. And that was, everyone else left. My friends from home had late flights too, but it had nothing to do with him being there. I was going to rot regardless, but I didn't like that he was in the Airbnb. And when he asked what I was going to do, I said, I'm going to go to the airport. And he was like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Oh my
and
God,
you know
bro.
what? It like just talking to you about it like validates the feelings, like the rage that I compartmentalized for the weekend because it's not worth it in the moment. It was enraging because
It's really
I missed passion fruit on the rooftop. I missed passion fruit and it was mixed up with something bouncy. And passion fruit's already bouncy. And
Double bounce.
like so bouncy and like there was no intimacy with him. It was just like nails on a chalkboard and there's no beef with him. It's just like it's like, you know, being forced to hang out with a stranger and have a conversation with a stranger for like a long time.
That's whack,
Like
dude.
I have nothing.
It's worse than a stranger. It's a guy who you like sort of don't know. It's like weird that you don't keep in touch at all. Like you don't really have to explain it, but hopefully it doesn't really like come up. It's just, dude, it sucks.
Yeah.
It
So
sucks.
so that was annoying and then so he comes and we're waiting online to go to that bar that night. And a couple people, I go in the back, I'm the caboose, making sure there's no issues, everyone going up. Sometimes the bouncers, big egos, sometimes they charge people money, sometimes they don't. A couple of my friends were wearing flip-flops, denied. The Airbnb's 20 minutes away. I'm kind of standing there like, oh, like, what do you guys want to do? And like a couple of my friends are like, oh, we'll just Uber home, get sneakers, and we'll come right back. And this guy, Billy, is just like, oh, I know a bunch of places down at Flegeltoot. I know a bunch of bars that we can go to at Flegeltoot. And that was like 10 minutes after seeing him for the first time. And I just wanted to say
Why
to
is
him,
he
I
trying to
wanted to
shape
say
the-
to him,
shape the night?
I wanted to say to him, you are not a person to me like that has opinions that hold water.
Yeah.
You
better
don't.
You better just be there and say nothing and just do.
I cannot believe you're here. That's fine. People are happy you're here.
I'm not.
I don't care. Like I need you to not be manipulating anything. I have a plan. Everyone's
agenda pushing.
bought into it. We're doing what I want to do this weekend. I'm so go with the flow when I'm with all my friends. I want to be here and I don't want even for a second to listen to what you have to say about it. And it really bothered me. Ended up being fine. Guys got their sneakers, went upstairs, and every photo
really bothered me.
It really bothered. I'm just like, you are a chicken nugget person. I just the
Turkey Town.
The like 27 minutes that I gave him that weekend.
Turkey nugget. Yeah, that's
Turkey
tough,
nugget.
Turkey nugget.
And again, nothing against the guy.
Bro,
he's a great dude in society.
What? Bro, no, something against the guy. He showed up and started being like, we can go to this bar. Well, yeah, we can go over here. Yeah. You did not go to the bar, hopefully, right?
No, we went to where I wanted to go.
Good.
But I just hated he just sucked intimacy out of some of my friends.
He sucks, dude.
I had friends dancing, getting intimate with each other. It was great.
The boys were grinding with each other.
It was great.
And here was Billy ruining it.
I felt like Billy being there put a roadblock between certain friend groups from getting intimate, because he was there, and all my friends from school were like, who the fuck is this like guy? And I like was like, don't worry about him. He's just like, because I'm not giving it water.
Yep. Billy with the 6 B's, bro.
Yeah.
Billy being Billy, busting boys' balls.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Busting boys' balls. 8-year-old, he's an 8-year-old boy. What are you doing?
Friend.
So
fuck that. That sucks.
We gotta see him. We gotta see
That's
Billy.
What you're saying?
We gotta. We're in his neighborhood.
And John, know about you? I always felt like when I was first getting into the idea of investing, it felt kind of intimidating and like a difficult thing to wrap one's head around. And I remember one of the first things that I set up for myself was Acorns, which to me is a really nice way to like get your feet wet investing. There's like a variety of different ways that you can use it. One, I enjoyed doing the sort of roundup function, which is basically like when you make a transaction, the additional change up into the dollar amount just basically gets invested into an account for you based on some of the personal settings that you set up. And I always thought that was a really cool thing about Acorns.
Yeah, we love Acorns here on the podcast. So today's episode is brought to you by Acorns. April is Financial Literacy Month. That's right. They made a whole month reminding you to finally take control of your money. Good news is you don't need 30 days. Acorns makes it easy to start saving and investing for your future in just 5 minutes. You don't need to be an expert. Acorns will recommend a diversified portfolio that matches you and your money goals. You don't need to be rich. Acorns lets you get started with the spare money you've got right now, even if all you've got is some spare change.
Yeah, you don't need a ton of time. You can create your Acorns account and start investing in just 5 minutes. And I always thought it was cool how over time I would kind of not even think about it. And then I check my Acorns account, and over time it just like really does accumulate. You know what I mean? That acorn grows into a nice little tree. So get started with Acorns today. Sign up now and join the over 14 million all-time customers who've already saved and invested over $25 billion with Acorns. Head to acorns.com/oops or download the Acorns app to get started. Paid client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/oops. Fuck. That's bad. It's really bad.
Every photo with that group of friends, he's in it. And he's in the middle.
That's funny.
And he's this little shrimp.
It's bad.
And let's change the subject, because anything now that comes out of my mouth is just mean and has nothing to do with his character. It's beyond the character. It's beyond overstepping.
It doesn't matter because
and intruding.
You're right to feel that way. So all good. Yeah, I mean, dude, I think it goes without saying that it's a crazy move to invite a rando to the bachelor party.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm glad it was a great weekend. But yeah, that sucks.
Victoria called me, because I called Victoria and I was like, this fucking guy. And she's like, Ryan, please don't let this. I was like, this fucking guy. And then Vic's brother was like, don't worry about this guy. This fucking guy. I was like, why is he here? I can't say go away. It's a whole thing if I say go away. That's what my 2.5-year-old niece says to people.
You should have done it.
Go away. I really just want, go away. Go away, Billy.
Get out.
So he was there the whole time until he wasn't. That's fine.
Brutal.
But that was only a small raindrop on my sunshine of a weekend. Mm-hmm. But everything was perfect. But if there was something to make note on, it's that. And I let that fester.
Good.
So.
Listen, dude, that's fucking annoying. So all good.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah. I don't really care if he listens to this. I feel like he might hear this. I don't care.
Good.
Yeah. Good. I don't care, Billy.
Sorry, Billy.
Your real name's Zach.
Is it?
Yeah.
Zach attack. Well, anyway, hopefully no more Billy in the future.
But that's it.
But I suspect he's going to pop up some more.
You better not.
There, we'll
Every time Tampa, you got to see Billy.
every time.
You got to. I'm like, why do I have to see
and
Billy?
you fought off seeing Billy up until your bachelor party.
I've gone to Tampa so much over the last 5 years, and I'm constantly asked, "Oh, you got to see Billy.
Really?
You're in Billy's neck of the woods." I'm like,
Actually?
yes, by a different friend. I'm just like,
Why?
That's what I say. I'm like, no hate against him. Stop saying that. I don't want to see him.
You've done that before?
Yeah, I was like,
how does you doing that turn into him getting the invite to your bachelor party? And did anybody else like egg you on, being like, "Who's this guy?"
no one egged, but it
Did anyone question it?
I think I overheard like my one friend Micah was just like, Ryan, who the fuck is that guy that's like not with us but he's there? And I was like, it's Billy. Don't worry about it. It's just some guy. That's what I said. It's just some guy. No intros, like whatever. And it's like a tiny thing, big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a tiny thing,
It's a
big deal.
Big deal. It's not a tiny thing.
Well, yeah.
Big deal.
It regardless of how big the thing is, it's a big deal. It really upset me.
Big deal.
And I just hate that I just hate that it happened. And like, what would you say?
I would have said no. I don't want him to come. What are they? They're going to be upset. Like if you break that down, if your friend's like, "Can we invite so and so?" I'd be like, "Bro, not this weekend. I don't know him." And like to me, it's like weird to have to hang. It's gonna like take my energy away to have to like talk to a guy I don't know that well. It's like the point of this is just to be with my closest boys. And I promise I'm down to link up with him next time we're all down here. But no, not this weekend.
Yeah.
Don't hate me.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? They're gonna be mad? Fucking Ryan. What the fuck? He wouldn't invite Billy to his bachelor party. He wouldn't invite a guy he doesn't know at all to his bachelor party because we want to see him. There's no like sound. There's no logic that supports that. I think that it was probably a good decision to not make, like maybe, I think it was a fine decision to say nothing, but it's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to say no. And I was kind of, I knew that the question was going to be popped. I knew that this was a potential reality. And when my friend asked me, I couldn't say no to him because I was like, yeah, it's important for you to see him, and it's the people pleaser in me. And then it's the after the fact where I'm like, fuck, dude,
see him on Sunday when I go to the airport.
Yeah,
you have to see it. Like, is he your wife? Why do you need to see him?
Yeah,
it's weird and stupid. It's stupid weird. It's weird stupid.
It's weird stupid. So
whatever, but it's fine. Obviously, it's fine. But like, since we're talking about it, yeah, it's whack as fuck, dude.
Yeah, like it's
the equivalent of being like, you being like, I want to go here for my bachelor party for dinner, and they're like, can we go here? I would argue it's potentially worse than that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring another guy. Can we? No, dude. This isn't like a party at my apartment where you're like, can my boy come? Sure. That's different than this. This is a uniquely picked, selected group. There's no room for a random.
Yeah.
There's no room for your boy at my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, I'm glad it was great overall. This topic, you have every right to be upset about.
Yeah.
But obviously it didn't like hurt the weekend much.
No, the reason why we're talking about this so much is we've talked about this longer than like the fun stuff from the bachelor parties, because all the fun stuff, which was the majority of the time, isn't much worth noting because it was just euphoric and fun.
No, this does not seem as if you are now like overshadowing all the good stuff to talk about the bad stuff. There's no debate. There's no like discussion to be had about that. You're like, did I do a fun thing on my bachelor party? Yes. Like you chose to do the thing you wanted.
Yeah.
It doesn't warrant some kind of deep dive. But this specific topic is very much right on par for what we talk about a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The proper etiquette for certain situations. And if you go to somebody's bachelor party, don't invite your boys that aren't the bachelor's boys. The groom gets to pick the group. Yeah. Why are you inviting your random fucking boy? Just because Ryan knew him one time when you guys still thought girls were gross.
Yeah, I didn't even masturbate when I it was like a couple years still before I...
A couple, one year.
couple. Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, Billy, listen, I guess it's ultimately not your fault. But you know, you're like, dude, if somebody tried to invite me to their boy's bachelor party, I'd be like, oh, it's about like, no, I'm not coming to that. I'm not coming to a bachelor party. Maybe if he was like, look, bro, this guy's a big fan of yours, like it would like make his fucking day if you showed up. Like, can you just come? Then I'd go for a second.
Yeah.
And I'd leave. I wouldn't show up on Sunday morning and be like, what are you doing? You can't go, you're going to the, Your favorite song comes on. Guess what? If he was your friend, he would know that you love that song, but he did not know because you don't know him.
Because the last time
Drake
we
was
listened to
still in
music
Degrassi.
last time we listened to music together, it was like Natasha Bedingfield knew.
Drake was in a wheelchair on TV when you last spoke to this guy. So, anywho, Lynch, that sucks, but it sounds like the weekend was great anyway. And
Besides that, I wish that I had the wherewithal to be like rational and say like, no, thank you.
You don't even have to be a dick about it. Be like, bro, no. It's fine. I mean, dude, hindsight's 20/20. It's easier. It's easy to sort of like not to be like, yeah, fine. It's easy to do that in the moment, and now you realize that you shouldn't have, but whatever. It's fine. It's over.
It's over.
And it happened, and it was good. Many more passion fruits will happen, and you'll get to enjoy them.
Yeah,
including the mega mix that was had.
Yeah. Can we take a quick break so I can cry in your bathroom?
Sure.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Hey everybody, we split this episode into 2 parts, so if you patiently wait until Thursday, that is when we will continue the conversation. Thank you for listening.